What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be taking you guys through my dedicated arm workout so that you guys can be on your way to growing your arms. Basically, I'm going to take you guys through specific workouts, and if you haven't watched the last video on 5 reasons why your arms aren't growing, go ahead and watch that because it's going to tie into this video and basically show you how to put those tips into practice. But further than that, the specific exercises that I'm doing, I'm going to show you guys specific cues that are going to make those exercises as efficient as possible so that you guys can get the most bang for your buck when you're hitting your arms. This is my first time in the gym recording. I've done like clips and everything, but now obviously I got the microphone and I'm going to be doing some commentary in there. Bear with me, but I promise even if you just get one thing out of this video, like, it'll be worth it. I'm also throwing off my current routine. Right now I'm doing push-pull legs, so subscribe because I'm going to be doing a video on different types of splits and who they're for and help you find which split is going to work best for you. But just know I'm throwing off my split right now to do this dedicated arm day for you guys, so give me a like for that. But I mean, at the end of the day, everyone loves hitting arms anyways, so I'm not that mad about it. As far as pre-workout, your arm day starts before you even get to the gym, right? Like, everything prior, about an hour prior to the workout, is geared towards making sure that you have a maximum pump. So I had a piece of pizza, lots of carbs, some decent fats. Wasn't my first pick, but it was there in the fridge as leftover, so I tore it up. That's gonna help. I got a banana. This is notorious for helping with pumps. Also notorious is a Rice Krispie treat. If you're cutting, obviously don't do this, but also if you're cutting, then you shouldn't be trying to add 2 inches to your arms. We got elixir number 1. This is the pre-workout. And then elixir number 2 is the intra workout that I have. I'm not gonna get into depth with supplements on this video in particular, but I am planning one coming up where I'm gonna go over all the supplements that I take and the ones that I recommend, the ones that I think are mandatory, the ones that I think are optional but nice, and then the ones that are complete shit. So again, subscribe, make sure that you're there for that video. It's going to be very informational and it will save you a lot of money in the long run. So let's get into it, guys. So again, we're just getting a pump in right now. It's about 33 pounds, not counting reps or anything, just getting as many reps in as possible to just get that blood flowing to the biceps. And we're gonna move over to triceps. So what, like 15, 20 reps ish? Light, but getting blood flowing in there. It's fucking busy in this gym today, like crazy. I thought if I came earlier that there wouldn't be as many people, but that's all good. This is set number 4, and then we're gonna move on to triceps, but the intro workout elixir, I'll tell you guys about that in a different video. Spoiler alert, it's just Gatorade powder. Biceps are woken up, now we just gotta wake up the triceps. Same thing, pretty lightweight, but high reps just to wake them up. Then we're gonna move over into something heavy. It's probably like 3 or 4 sets just until I feel I'm like getting enough blood in them. Big thing on these ones, I'm gonna drop the weight so you guys can see. A lot of people aren't like focusing too much on it, so they keep your ending position, your knuckles should be towards the ground here. You're gonna get a lot more for stretch. If you hit this versus this, a lot deeper stretch. Knuckles towards the ground.
Yo, 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 it's my girl Mia. Come visit your girl, Crunch Like Nona. Give me that. Crunch Like Nona. You know, I'm a trainer, so come my way. I'll train you.
Free promo shit.
Bye-bye.
Short rest periods, probably like 45 seconds, unless you get interrupted. But other than that, knuckles to the ground. Whew. Yeah, that's good. One other cue for this, and cues that you'll see for pretty much like any tricep workout, you don't want to be out here elbows. Gotta be really conscious about having your elbows tucked in and just moving from that joint or that pivot point. Don't overcomplicate it. Elbows tight, knuckles down, get a pump. Not sure what I'm gonna do for my heavy set though. One more of these should be straight. Gonna do heavy hammer curls for preacher. I don't like doing preacher curls like this. You run the risk of like tearing your bicep, and nobody wants to tear their fucking bicep. So just stick to hammer curls. On 8 to 10. Not nearly heavy enough. So again, after we gotten the pump in, you want to focus on heavy as possible. I got 10 easily, so we're gonna bump up the weight. Biggest thing I gotta say about the preacher curls is that a lot of times, if you're not focused enough, your front delt is gonna start taking over. And once that happens, all the focus isn't on your bicep. So really work on the mind muscle connection, make sure that you're taking the tricep out, or I mean the front of your fucking shoulder out. That's all about getting the right angle. You know, if you're up here, your shoulder's gonna take over. If you're here, it's kind of at a disadvantage and it's all left on your bicep. But either way, with hammer curls, you're mostly trying to hit this part of the bicep, so focus on that and you'll feel it. Again, go heavy. Your hammer curls, so go heavy. 8 to 10. way too heavy. We're gonna drop down to 40s after this, but get those cheat reps. That's why you're doing one arm. Six reps, too heavy. Drop down to 40s. Try to hit at least 8 on this next set. Left arm is like way stronger than the right one right now. But that's all right, that's why you cheat. As I talked in the last video, this is the best mass builder for triceps. So overhead press. So a couple things to watch out with this one. A lot of people just try to get as much weight as they can up, and that forces their arms to flare out like this. It just takes a ton of pressure off of your triceps, right? So when you're doing this, number one thing you want to think about is bringing your elbows together and keeping them there. That's going to put maximum pressure on your triceps. So let's just get into it. Like I said, if you can get up to 90s, 100s, whatever, with this, your triceps are going to be unstoppable, bro. Let's go. Other thing to look at is a lot of people don't get a full stretch, so there's a huge difference between here and all the way back here, that little bit extra stretch. So it's going to take your tricep all the way into that stretch position. That's where you're going to see the most growth. There's the concentric and eccentric. I don't know what the fuck the difference is, but the stretch portion of it is where you're going to see the most growth. So if you're fucking, I don't know, let's just say I have a dumbbell right here, it's different than all this stretch back here. You're gonna get a lot more growth if you focus on that stretch. So really, to maximize the overhead press, keep your elbows in tight, big stretch. Don't ego lift on this one. Lift fucking heavy, but don't ego lift on it. Be able to control the weight. 8 to 10 reps. Start with 60s, man. Make your way up, slowly you get up to 100s. That's when you're gonna be putting a lot of mass on your triceps. Controlled, elbows tight, big stretch. Keep it simple. Try to find you a fucking bench that's actually nailed down. The whole time I felt like this was gonna rock fucking backwards on me. Crazy, bro. Some of these gyms not be bolting their shit down. But do 2 more sets of this. That's gonna be it for mass building. You can tell I'm already out of breath. That's what you should be with this. Be out of breath, push yourself heavy. These are the squats of your triceps, so let's get it done, bro. So we had getting the pump with the cables, and then mass builders with preacher hammer curls, overhead presses. Now we're not quite to the burnout phase yet, but we're lowering the weight, keeping the intensity there, still counting reps, but it's gonna be more intentional. Not as much about moving the weight. It's gonna be more about controlling the weight, time under tension. So we're gonna be doing incline dumbbell curls and moderately heavy, trying to get 8 to 10 reps. One thing that I was thinking about is people ask, like, I mean, there's obviously 2 ways to look at the bicep. You have this side and then this side. And the way that I learned about it was that whichever part of your bicep that you can see in the mirror, like if you're working out in the mirror, you can see this side, meaning hammer curls. That's where you're targeting. So you're targeting all this, and then where the bicep connects down to your forearm right here. Then if you're doing something like an incline curl, where you're here, you can see the insides. That's where you're gonna start targeting the peak right here. So since we already hit this side, we already got pump throughout both sides, really, because we were neutral. We targeted this with the hammer curls. Now we're gonna target that peak, the inside, which is where I need a lot of work personally with the incline curls. So I'm gonna probably start with like 30s, try to get 8 to 10 reps, like I said. Biggest thing is just focusing, time under tension. And again, you're not here. You're gonna twist those arms out so you can see the inside of your peak and curl. Should feel it real tight here. Count. That was pretty good. I'm probably gonna stay at that weight. One thing you gotta notice is that when you're doing this, you gotta have your shoulders back. A lot of people are gonna kind of round them out like this. When you round them out like that, you see how the front of my shoulder is taking over. But if you have them back like this, your shoulders can't take over. It's all on the biceps. It actually makes it a lot harder. So whatever you're trying to do when you're hitting the biceps, the shoulders are always gonna have a tendency to take over. Just be conscious of that. Put your shoulders in a disadvantaged position, meaning back, and it'll put so much more tension on your bicep. You can see we already got a nice fucking pump. So pump's there, now we're breaking it down, and then we're gonna do a burnout, just to like finish it off at that point. A couple more sets of these. The 30s were pretty easy on the first set, but I have a feeling that it's gonna get harder. And again, this isn't about moving as much weight as possible, it's about as much time under tension as possible. Really putting as much strain on the stretch and the squeeze. Not just about moving the weight. If it was about moving the weight, yeah, we go a little bit heavier, but getting shoulders back, biceps showing, and curl. Had to cheat on that one. I guess I had a feeling it was gonna get harder on that, but here's what it is. Honestly, can't think of any more cues for this one. Like, it's pretty simple. The biggest thing that I see people do is engaging their delts. If you can make sure that you're not engaging your delts and getting a full stretch with the inside of your biceps showing, you're gonna be hitting this correctly. There's not really too many ways to mess this up. So we're gonna do one more set of this, and then I'm gonna head over and start burning out, trying to get the last little bit done. I'm on 3 plates. Not light or not heavy weight at all. Just focusing on getting the last little bit of blood in the tricep before we finish up this workout. Elbow tight, knuckles should be pointing straight down. And cheat and control it. And then controlled half reps. Even if that's as far as you can go, just do it, bro. Just half reps. Like, even if this is all you can get, like, do it. That's where you're gonna see the most growth, when you're literally like taking it to failure. 2 cues with this one, 2 important cues. A lot of people, I mean, honestly, if this is the first time doing this, you're gonna get gains from it regardless. But if you're trying to get advanced about your technique and everything, biggest thing is, again, to take your shoulder out of the mix. If you're up here, you can see how my shoulder's engaged and it's taking it away from the bicep. But if you step forward a little bit and let your shoulder come back, it's completely disengaged. And any movement that you're getting in the handle is coming directly from your bicep. So you don't have your shoulder taken over. It's the difference between this and this. A lot more emphasis on the bicep. And then the second thing, this is kind of just like very small, but it makes a big difference. Get one of these that kind of like moves freely. And you want to twist your hand in. So instead of like this, you're more like this. Turning your arm inwards. That's going to keep your elbow tight to your body. So it's the difference between this and this. Slight difference, slight movement. It's only like a millimeter or centimeter, whatever, but makes a massive difference in how much you feel. Again, this is normal. Try this, twist it. Your pinky should be ahead, should be the first thing. It keeps your elbow tight to your body. Big pump, massive pump. So big stretch, tight, big. And then cheat reps at the end. Oh. And then after that, you're just doing a bicep. If you can't touch your shoulder, you're fucking good to go. Holy fuck. That's as close as I'm getting to my shoulder right now. It's fucking wild. And don't slam the weights like I just did. Whew. So that's pretty much the gist of it, guys. Looking at the thing, I was there for a total of hour and 20 minutes. That was with talking, so let's just call it an hour. 824 calories burned. And crazy pump. Like, again, that's as close as I'm getting to my shoulder right now. So you know it was a good arm day. I mean, if you're like, yo, I don't know if I have a pump, I don't know if I'm gonna get any growth, that's all you gotta do. Do the test. If you can still touch your shoulder, keep going until you can't. Make sure that you just feel it. Like, get that mind muscle connection. If you feel it, then the cues don't really make that. I mean, they do make a difference. Thing is, if you're doing, like, say, overhead presses and you're like, man, I'm feeling this too much in my shoulders, I'm not really feeling it in my triceps, then you're doing something wrong. And try using the cues that I gave you. That's what's gonna help you with targeting it. But if you're doing them and you're already feeling your triceps, then don't worry about the cues. If you feel the burn, by the end of it, you can't touch your shoulder. Same thing with the biceps. Then again, my whole philosophy with working out is keep it simple, man. Don't overcomplicate shit. If you feel it, you feel it. If you don't, make small tweaks and you'll feel it. Usually it's just a matter of like changing something by a millimeter. Like I said, with doing curls from here to here is a huge difference. From doing pull downs from here to here, Huge difference. But at the end of the day, don't complicate it. Eat like a lion, sleep like a king, and train like a beast. Keep it that simple, and you're gonna grow, man. Guys, I'm here to take the bro science and the Jeff Nippard sports science, decipher it all for you guys and make it as simple and easy as possible so you guys don't have to overthink when you're working out and you can just execute. That's what it's all about. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis. Just go out there, execute, and get bigger, man. Now I'm gonna go home and eat. Probably gonna be, I think I have like some ground turkey and pasta ready, man. But like a fuck ton of it. Hope this helps some of y'all. Stay tuned for these next videos. I am gonna get more in the gym videos now that, like, you know, it's not that big a deal to record in there. I mean, it'll be funny going back and watching this while I'm editing it to see like how many people were serving up Haterade while I was sipping on Gatorade. Damn, that sounds lame as fuck. But yeah, I mean, I was in my zone, so I don't really care. Stay tuned for the next videos. It's gonna be, I'm gonna go over supplements. There's gonna be 2 parts on that. One is gonna be like powder supplements and the other one's gonna be pill supplements. But you're not gonna want to miss either of those. I'm only splitting it into 2 because it's gonna be very in-depth. And then the caloric cycling video, that one's gonna be key. That's gonna be a really good one. Still waiting for you guys to tell me what you wanna see. So comment down below after you hit that subscribe button, after you go follow me on Instagram. And yeah, leave a comment what you guys are wondering, what are your questions, what can I help you with? But until then, guys, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Until next time, peace.